It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills under the lights on Thursday night.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads, everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll run with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but My only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Still going. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Davante Adams. 46 yards. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Allen off the play fake. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On play action, Rodgers steps away, shakes off the sack. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
To the air, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
That's caught by Shakir. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 43 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 47 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Cook up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Shedding the tackle. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered,
can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
On the draw, it's Hall.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time. And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And complete right side to Cook. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Rodgers.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. At second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Zerline's kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
They'll look to run with Hall.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Allen. Fighting to stay upright. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Handoff comes to Cook. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They run. Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Allen now looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Bass is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them,
And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers to throw once more.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. And again, it's Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 75 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On the carry, it's Cook. Ooh, the juke. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Oh, he sheds himself free. touchdown, New York. It's an 89-yard kick return, and the Jets are back within a score. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now a run with Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Quincy Williams. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To the air, Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
The kick by Bass is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Well, now how about this return?
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
And New York set to take the field. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Rodgers.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is going to be incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Oh, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Allen and the Bills now down by 1. 36 seconds remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Now Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Zerline now for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
To throw is Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like the defense has got it. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.